Let's talk conferences. You're CEO and you know they're expensive. At the size that we're at, a conference can be anywhere between an attendee pass, just call it $1,500 all the way to $35,000. If you're sponsoring it, again, at the size we're at, it can go up from there. And you've never really been able to prove an ROI. For 15 plus years, again, I participated in several of these conferences, and it wasn't until we got to a certain level of scale and or process that made conferences worth it. Conferences are a necessary evil in the sense that it provides an extra touch point as for your salespeople along the sales process. Second, someone told me this a long time ago, you cannot sell a toothbrush in the snack aisle. So at the end of the day, your brand being visible to all the people in the space, aka another vendor that they can use, but you being associated with the like for like, it just helps. Who are you competing against, right? Like who else is in the market that you may have not seen off of a Google search? Or did that Google search also land into where they are at the conference today? So one, competitive. I've even picked up our competitors from the airport. I don't even think twice about it. There's enough business for everyone, but again, it's nice to see the lay of the land. Who are you competing against? This one is kind of underrated, right? So again, going to a conference, showing that you're active within the industry and producing content around that. It's hard for a lot of CEOs to produce content. One of the biggest opportunities for us in B2B is to produce content because again, people buy from people. Why did we start this company? Why are we still in it for 17 years? Why are you still in it? Why do you care about us? And so again, creating content creates that one-to-one. And again, being at the conference helps like back up that you actually care about the industry. And again, it's obvious to tell if you don't. The point is customer retention, right? Again, do you have customers who are actually going to be at the conference talking to either competitors, other vendors, and for you just to meet up with them to put a face to the face? It's human at the end of the day. Sometimes I always say like the best tech doesn't win. It's the better relationship. Being at the conference just shows one, you care, and you care about the industry, care about the customer. And this last point is pretty huge. So we just ran a new sales motion about 6 months ago-ish, where some of the new sales people that we hired, they were learning obviously with all the tools and listening in on previous pitches and previous calls, but there was nothing like seeing the people that they were prospecting, emailing, calling, interacting with on LinkedIn at the conference. So again, a conference is also employee development. If you're scared to go to a conference, one of my advisors one time said, sometimes, Mark, you just have to pay to play, but there's a time and place when you need to do that. And this is your permission to start investing in conferences if you're at that point. If you're a marketer, this is what your CEO wants to hear. How are you going to measure success against each of those? All right, good luck out there, and we'll see you at the next conference. If you like this video, like and subscribe below.